Yep. It's all working. Those mini ears are beautiful, Missy.
Thank you.
Well,
very sparkly.
Thanks.
Yes. So anybody over on Facebook Live World from the CKG Foundation page, we are waiting to start our meeting. We're really excited to bring this event to you, but we have lots of folks that might be joining on Zoom, or maybe you need to go grab a glass and find yourself something to cheers with. It could be water, but if you need a Friday night fun drink, go help yourself, and we'll get started.
Well, I see some awesome friends logging on.
Hi, everybody.
So exciting.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, guys. Hi.
Who do I have with me?
What's up?
Hi, Ty.
What's up, guys? Oh
Look
my
at
God.
you, Katie. Hi, Mel. This is so fun.
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Hey, Katie.
I'm so excited to see you guys. Yeah, cheers. This is my friend Morgan. You guys may remember her from a couple of the Shamrock runs.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yes, I
Katie.
do, Morgan. I remember doing some training runs with you too. Hi, Amy.
Yes.
Hi. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. We're all
Hey, Drew.
URL we can hit? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the URL?
Oh, hey, Drew.
That right there.
Hi, I
That
like
goes
that.
to Zoom.
yeah.
You
So
need the app. There's not a way to end the.
Well, I like what Ty has front and center.
And I like
Oh,
Yeah, Ty, I haven't seen you in forever. Cheers.
Hi, Elise.
Okay.
Cheers.
Ty's really dedicated to having a real happy hour.
Hi, Master Trainer.
Just 1 second.
You see that now? You okay?
As am I. Cheers, guys.
Water.
Cheers, Daryl.
Cheers.
Oh no, sorry.
Excited.
We're just barking, so I don't know.
So, Jim, did you already give us some ice? Let me mute me.
What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, guys.
hi.
Happy Friday. Perfect opportunities.
Yes. Happy Friday, everyone.
Yes, well, we're going to get started here in just a minute. We're just 2 minutes over, but I thought we'd wait just a few, maybe one more minute. And then one of our hosts, Haley, will mute everybody so we can get going. There'll be a chance to share live voices pretty soon, but I'm going to wait till maybe 1 minute, and I'm so excited for tonight. So,
Standing.
yeah. Fill up your glass, do what you need to do.
And cheers. The donations are already starting to come in to the great mission work of CKG Foundation. Love being able to watch that from my phone. So everybody out there in Facebook world, keep it up.
Missy,
Thank
is there
you.
a way to put that in the chat here or something?
Yep, and we're going to go through that. It's actually
okay.
already there, David. Yeah,
Got
and then
it.
we're going to pull up the QR code on the screen as well.
You make it easy. I know it.
We're
Thank
going to
you.
make it easy. Super easy.
Right. So let's get settled, and my CKG colleagues will be unmuted because we all have a moment to be live, and when we have some special guests ready to talk, you'll be unmuted. But everyone now, if you don't mind, besides my team, if you or if my team needs to, just don't forget to unmute when it's your turn. Welcome Facebook Live, welcome Zoom participants. I couldn't be more excited for tonight. My name is Claire Norman, and I would like to welcome you to the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation's High Impact Happy Hour, Speak Up, Light Up, virtual style. We have a fun and profound lineup tonight of story sharing, check-ins, and a keynote you do not want to miss. So a few house rules. Please keep yourself muted. Communicate through the chat over on Zoom or the comment section on Facebook. My co-host Missy Minton will come in shortly to tell you a little more about how you can support us with funds during the event. So hang tight for that. A special thank you this evening to Daryl Jerby, our board member and friend, who is the founder of Warehouse, an innovative business that helps with corporate moves. I suggest you take a look at his work, and his heart is so special. We thank you, Daryl. Our goal tonight is to translate the special style of SpeakUp LightUp, which was voted the best gala by Style Magazine. And we want to shine a light tonight, like we always do, on teen mental health, bringing hope through education with a fun flair all year long. So tonight, to start, I'd like to toast Cameron Gallagher and her dream of a world without stigma. Tonight, we will celebrate teen mental health. We will celebrate a world without stigma, and we will celebrate impacts made and planned through our foundation. And of course, we seek to raise funds. That's about 4 things you need to cheers to, so be careful. The happy hour is just getting started. This evening would not be possible without our technical expert and dear friend, Haley Dalton. She's a longtime supporter. We love you, Haley. She's our back-end expert. I might suggest, just to make it visually pleasing, that you change your view from gallery maybe to speaker, because there will be an informal presentation, but a presentation nonetheless, and I want you to really enjoy the visuals. So let's jump right into our power-packed agenda for tonight. My co-host, Missy Minton, and I will lead you right on through. But first, we'll hear from Grace Gallagher. She's the executive director and Cameron's mother. After she speaks to us for a moment, we have board member and dear friend, Kristen Cavallo, with a good video message for you. Thank you, Kristen. We love you a long, long time. Grace?
Hi, everyone. Well, cheers again. Welcome to Happy Hour, where we are shining a light on Mental Health Awareness Month. And May be Mental Health Awareness Month, but we celebrate it every single day at CKG, every single second. We all know that we have a brain and we all have mental health, so we have to take care of it. So welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. Thank you for making mental health a priority, not only in your own life, but in the future lives of these young children that are struggling. And we will bring light to their darkness. We are working hard and we are doing it, and we're going to continue to do it. So please stay on the whole time. There's some really, really impactful videos and voices from people that have really been affected by the work here at CKG. So cheers to you. Thank you. And you will hear from me again soon.
So Kristen's video is up.
Okay, so why do I raise my paddle at SpeakUp LightUp? For a whole host of reasons. First, because I have a personal connection to the cause. Second, because I trust CKG, I trust the organization. Third, because they're mission driven and their passion for this is boundless because it's personal. Fourth, because I have a daughter who participates in SpeakUp events at her school and I see the impact on her personally. And last, because it's really fun and I'm pretty competitive. And last year I did not win. I was out paddled. And so I'm coming back this year with a vengeance and I hope to see you there.
So thank you, Kristen. I couldn't tell if she had a chance to log on early or not. She had hoped to offer a word or two. I know if Haley sees her come in, maybe she can let me know and we'll have her say a few words live, but thank you, Kristen.
Well, thank you, Kristen, and thanks for sharing with us your why. And so now it's my opportunity to share with you how you can virtually raise your paddle and donate to the CKG Foundation, to the important mission that we have in front of us. We made it real simple for you. Up on your screen, you can see that Haley has shared this awesome PayPal QR code. It'll securely take you right to our PayPal account. All you have to do is pop open the camera on your cell phone, scan that, and you're ready to go. She's also included the link to our foundation website, our donate page. It's in the comment section. And then for anyone who's watching and joining us on Facebook, we've also put it in the comment section of the actual event. So you have the QR code and you have the website link. 2 easy options.
Good, thank you, Missy. And tonight now we are so grateful that Ann Barrett Mayfield and Coach Drew Jackson created a video to share about their connection to CKG and our mission. Ann Barrett is a forever supporter of the CKG Foundation. She is Cameron's cousin and a Dynamo young adult professional who helps in many ways. Coach Drew, known professionally and affectionately as Master Trainer, is a lifetime advocate of the connection between physical and mental health. He is also a friend of our team and a trainer to many of us. Let's hear from our two special friends.
Hi, I'm Ann Barrett. Thanks so much for coming to this virtual SpeakUp LightUp event. It's a little different than what we've experienced in the past, but I'm just really glad that we can all come together and enjoy a few minutes out of our day to support such a great cause. So I've been involved with CKG since its inception because Cameron is my cousin, but also because her passion and mission to support this cause, something that was so meaningful and sensitive and personal to her, and speak up about these issues that she was seeing is so inspiring to me. And I strive to be like her every single day of my life. And truth is, as a 25-year-old young professional, I struggle with anxiety too. And it may not be evident and it may not be what everyone else, the way everyone else experiences it, but I struggle every day to figure out how to tackle it and deal with it. And I wish that as a high school student that I had someone like CKG to come in and teach me the resources to build a tool belt to handle anxiety and see the signs of anxiety. And I'm just so thankful that CKG is getting out in our community and doing that. So I try my best to donate what I can, even as a young adult, just still making my way in this world. Just like $10, $25, $50, anything makes a difference. And helping these students build their tool belt and talk about mental health openly. So please consider donating what you can and enjoy the rest of your night.
The benefits of fitness on mental health. You really can't have one without the other, right? Start with confidence. Building confidence helps overcome your fears. And if you can overcome your fears in here, you can overcome your fears anywhere out in the world. Fitness is a transformative process that helps develop muscle, strength, endurance. And once you build that, it helps you overcome fears. Fear restricts you from doing the things that you want to do in life. And fitness can help you overcome that. Imagine having social anxiety or social withdrawal because of the way you look and being able to transform that to the point where you've reached your goals and you can now walk into a room with confidence, not having to worry about what other people think. How mentally stressful it must be not to be able to perform certain tasks physically because you don't have the strength and endurance. To be able to transform that, develop the strength, the conditioning, and the endurance to be able to meet and overcome all those obstacles with ease. That's what we want. Anxiety, depression, managed. Social withdrawal, managed.
Thank you, MT. It's really great to hear from so many people tonight who support the CKG Foundation out in the community. But now I have the distinct privilege of introducing you to maybe some folks that you don't get to see or hear from all the time, and that is our team that is behind the mission, doing the work and ensuring the success of the CKG Foundation. First, we're going to hear from Susan Lindsey, our Director of Programs.
Hi, I'm Susan Lindsey, Director of Programs. We have worked hard this past year to develop our new e-learning mental wellness toolkits. Our first 4 Initial course topics are life transitions, stress awareness, resilience, and mental health awareness. We're very excited to have soft launched life transitions and stress awareness, both with middle school and high school partners. This past year also saw the development and launch of our virtual discussion series, Conversations with CKG, in which we tackle tough topics surrounding teen mental health with guest experts in order to provide a supportive, open community dialogue. Education is a key component to erasing mental health stigma and providing a path to help. So thank you very much for your support, which allows us to provide these programs to teens and their influencers, not just here in the Richmond area, but nationally.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here this evening. So I wanted to share an email I received after our last conversations with CKG a couple weeks ago. It was from a grandmother who wanted to attend but couldn't make it because of the 6-hour time difference between Cape Town, South Africa, and Richmond, Virginia. And so on one hand, I wanted to jump up and down because I got an email from South Africa and we're reaching people in South Africa. But it was actually bittersweet because the email described her 12-year-old granddaughter's struggle with her eating disorder that sounded pretty severe, and just the lack of resources and the fact that they were just looking for any sort of help that they could find. And it really underscored two things for me. One, our reach and the potential of our reach going forward, and two, the need and that it's everywhere. And there are so many teens out there who need help and support and education and services. So thank you again for being here and for your support, both financially and your volunteer hours and speaking up personally. You are making a difference.
Thank you, Susan. And now we'll hear from Jody Beelan, our student and community liaison.
Hi, I'm Jody Beelan, and I am the Student and Community Liaison here at the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation. And in this role, I have the privilege of working with the SpeakUp clubs in area schools. These student-led organizations bring Cameron's mission to the school building and to their communities. And like I said, they are student-led. So I get to support them and give them guidance and all the great CKG swag that we have. And that's probably my favorite part of my job, is being able to interact with students who are comfortable talking about their mental health or helping them get comfortable, realizing that we all need to have positive coping strategies and trusted adults in our life. So having those open, honest conversations is really exciting to me. So thank you so much to all of you who support our mission with your time and your talents and your funds. We couldn't do everything that we do without you. I've been here for about 5.5 years, and to see the growth and the impact that we have made on lives of both the teens and their families and teachers and counselors is just overwhelming sometimes. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thanks, Jody. And now we're going to hear from our amazing Director of Race Operations, Tara Lance.
Hi, I'm Tara Lance, the Director of Race Operations at CKG. Our SpeakUp 5K and our SpeakUp LightUp are both amazing events that create a fun and positive atmosphere for our community to come together to raise awareness for teen mental health. It's so important that we continue to speak up year-round so that we can erase that stigma that lies around depression and anxiety. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I hope that you will join us in person on September 11th for our 8th annual SpeakUp 5K in Bird Park.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being here tonight. And it's so important. Our Speak Up 5K is such a fun, amazing event, as you all know, to raise money and awareness for teen mental health. And like we heard from Master Trainer, exercise is so important for our mental health as well. So I hope that you will all join us on September 11th so that we can continue to speak up and raise money and awareness for teen mental health. And you'll also be signing yourself up to do something good for your own mental health. So I look forward to seeing you all in person on September 11th at Bird Park.
So thank you, Tara, so much. And some of you might wonder why our wonderful team has these Speak Up Light Up accessories on. I would be remiss if I did not mention that Tara Skelton deserves a toast this evening too. If you've been to our event live and in person, all the food, the decorations, the vibe, the mood, the costume, the theme is really due to her heart and talents. So we're doing our best, Tara, to bring your flavor here, but you are Chief Everything Officer, Speak Up Light Up, and tonight we raise a glass to you and your heart and your efforts with our event. So thank you so much, Tara. Next, we have 3 special folks with a word about their support of teen mental health. These are special friends of ours, and the first one you'll hear from is Katie Jordan. She is one humble dynamo with a heart to change the world. She demonstrates her advocacy and passion with literally every conversation. I told Grace after I spoke with her to jump on live with us that I wanted to be like Katie when I grew up. You'll find out why in just a minute. Master Trainer next is our friend whom you heard from earlier. He really embraces the totality of teen mental support, both from his heart and his work, inviting his clients into the mission, and we're eager to hear from him live. And finally, Drew Bergman. He is a rock star in the public speaking arena on mental health, suicide prevention, and other positive messages about taking care of mental health. He has consistently been a favorite presenter to both teens and adults in our community. So we'll have Katie, Master Trainer, and Drew offer a word live and in person this evening. Katie?
Thank you so much, Claire. And I want to start by saying thank you so much for your introduction. That is so kind of you, and I hope I live up to it. I also want to say a huge thank you to the whole CKG team for putting this event together and for everything that you all are doing. This community is incredibly important to me, and I am so grateful that it's being led by you all. I feel like it's in such good hands. I'm so grateful to be a part of it. I want to say thanks to everybody on the call too. I've been scrolling through and seeing so many familiar faces that it's just really good to see y'all. And a lot of people that I don't know, which is equally exciting because it tells me that this community is growing and it's growing quickly. And for those of you that I haven't met, I'm really excited to get the chance to meet you in person, hopefully very soon. But as Claire said, my name is Katie Watson Jordan, and I was a friend of Cameron's and a friend of the Gallaghers. We've been neighbors for forever. This cause is so important to me for so many reasons. It's not only because of Cameron's life and her mission, but because it's so critical that teenagers and young people have access to these kind of resources. I think it's been important for forever, but COVID, if it's taught us anything, is that it's more critical now than ever. So many young people are struggling and are going to keep struggling, and having resources available to them, knowing where to turn when things are hard, and knowing how to talk about really hard issues is a skill I wish I'd had when I was in middle school and high school in particular. So a huge thank you to everyone for what you're doing. I really hope that I'll get to meet all of you at future Speak Up events, and I hope that some of you will join me in creating new Speak Up chapters in locations across the country. I know I've met some of my best friends in Philly because of Speak Up, Drew Birdman being one of them. I'm so grateful to Speak Up for bringing us together, and I hope that wherever I go from here on out, there will be a Speak Up community to rely on, as I've been able to rely on you all so far. So thank you. I'm here if anybody needs chat. Also, my door is always open, and I'll put my phone number in the chat in case you'd like to talk. Thanks, Claire.
Yep. All right, Drew Jackson. You need to unmute MT, our Master Trainer.
Can everyone hear me? Claire, can you hear me? Okay, great. Thank you for inviting me to this event. I want to thank the Gallaghers, Grace, David, Claire, Susan, the whole team. I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff. My comfort zone is inside the gym, but when CKG calls, you gotta answer. So I have to step out of my comfort zone just to give a little testimony as to the benefits of being involved with the foundation. To this day, I couldn't tell you how I got involved. One day I was in the gym, next day I was running half marathons with a Speak Up race team shirt on. But the journey has been fantastic. Personally, being involved with the foundation has allowed me to recognize problems in my own children, being more open-minded to listening to them and getting them to speak up about what their issues are. And it has been a great help in my personal life dealing with my family, particularly my teenage children, whom, if I were not involved with the foundation, I would not have recognized those problems. Because in my community where I grew up at, mental health is somewhat of a taboo. We just didn't talk about that kind of thing. We just didn't deal with it. We swept it under the rug. And to acknowledge things like that was considered a sign of being weak. But being involved with the foundation, it has allowed me to grow in that sense. From a business perspective, it has allowed me to recognize things within my clients, because we all have problems, we all have issues, and I have a saying that we should, get your head right. If you get your mind right, the body will follow, and if you keep the body right, the mind gets stronger. So it's this codependent relationship upon mental and the physical aspects of health that within the process, everything balances out and everything gets better. The anxiety is more manageable, the depression is more manageable, your self-esteem is elevated, and you overcome certain fears. So I just want to thank the foundation again for allowing me to be a part of it, and for Grace Gallagher bringing me that Speak Up shirt and getting me out of my comfort zone. And I thank you guys every day for it.
Yes, thanks, Drew. And next we have another Drew, as special and eloquent as our first master trainer, Drew. So Drew Bergman, a dear friend of many years of heart and soul. Please, let's hear from you.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Again, my name is Drew Birdman, and I had the fortunate opportunity probably 3 or 4 years ago to start traveling down to Richmond and speaking to the middle schools and high schools about my experience with mental health and as a survivor of 2 attempted suicides. The Cameron Gallagher Foundation really enabled me to share my story with the entire Richmond community, to let those students know that they're not alone, that there are people that are out there that have lived experience, and that things can and they will get better, that there are people out there and there are organizations like the Cameron Gallagher Foundation that is providing a lifeline to these students. When I grew up, similar to a lot of people, I didn't realize the resources that were out there for my mental health. And so to have an organization like the Cameron Gallagher Foundation to provide those critical resources for individuals that are struggling or that are feeling that they're alone is so impactful, and it is truly life-saving. So I'm thrilled to be here tonight and to have met you guys so many years ago. And you guys are truly touching more lives than you will ever know by doing the work that you're doing every single day. And so I thank you, and I am so thrilled to be here with you guys this evening.
Oh, thank you, Drew. What a beautiful segue, Drew, into reminding one of David Gallagher's special phrases: every single thing you do matters. So everything matters, and Missy will remind us how we can fund it.
Well, right. Well, actually, before I do that, it wouldn't be a true live event if we didn't have a couple surprises The forecast for today definitely called for rain, but the forecast did not tell us that Richmond's favorite meteorologist, Andrew Frieden, who represents NBC 12 in Richmond, who happens to be our official media sponsor for the Speak Up 5K race, was going to be on. And Andrew's actually with one of our board members and good friends, Ty Crone, and he'd like to share a word with us.
Hi, everybody. It's Andrew Frieden from Channel 12. It is such an honor to be here for a great event. And this guy, never met him. I'm told he's a board member. Never met him. By the way, we're both vaccinated. We're both here having a great time. And there's some other random guys back here as well. Super generous. So we're going to help out the cause. CKG. So please raise your every Friday night from now all through summer. CKG, keep doing the great work. Next year, we're doing this bad boy in person. We're gonna be out running with all. I can't imagine it's not gonna happen. Have a great night, everybody, and raise that paddle and donate some money.
Thanks, Andrew. We appreciate it. And we actually have on the line right now, Kristen Cavallo. We saw her video earlier in the event. Kristen, would you like to unmute yourself and say hi to everyone and just tell them again, you know, why you're here supporting the Cameron Gallagher Foundation?
I wish I dressed more for the occasion. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I love this event. And as for some of you who were there last year, you remember that I was outbid at the end. And so I'm coming back this year with a vengeance, and I'm so excited. And so I really am going to encourage everybody to paddle up and make it as fun as possible. And there is, it's such a great cause and such a good mission. And I have so much confidence and faith in the people running this organization, not only in their reasons for bringing this organization to life, but in their stewardship of all the money and everything that comes its way. So I'm all in and I'm excited and I'm ready, and I hope no one beats me this year. Selfishly.
Thanks, Kristen. We love your competitive nature when it comes to raising your paddle. We fully support that. So as Kristen said, you know, she gives you her why she raises her paddle every year for the Cameron Gallagher Foundation. And my job is to tell you how. Haley's got a screen that she's going to share with you. And it's going to have our PayPal QR code on it. We're going to run through some pictures. If you look in the chat, if you're on Zoom, you'll see a JPEG of that QR code, and you'll also see a link to our website. That's www.ckgfoundation.org/donate. If you're joining us from Facebook, we also have the QR code and the link to our website on the chat. And we really just are so appreciative. There we go. It's up on the screen now. We really appreciate everyone here. You're raising your paddle to end the stigma. You're raising your paddle to fight the good fight. You're raising your paddle to support the mission. What Cameron wanted for the Speak Up 5K race, how she wanted kids to be able to normalize the conversation. Every dollar you donate, every time you even virtually raise your paddle, every dollar counts. No donation is too small. We really, really appreciate your support. We would not be here right now in this extraordinary time of a pandemic when so many kids are isolated. And as we know, isolation leads to further mental health issues. So as we all continue to work together, as we all continue to move forward, as things in our environment get better, please continue to support the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation. Again, no amount is too small. We really appreciate everything that you guys do for us.
Thank you so much, Missy, for all those good reminders. This is a moment that I know I've been waiting for. So I'm encouraging you, if you don't yet have a drink of choice ready, you might not want to interrupt the next few minutes, because during our live Speak Up Light Up, Grace Gallagher's moment to bring her heart and soul to us is always a pinnacle. So she speaks to crowds of 1 to 1,000. And during Speak Up Light Up, that moment is always profound. It grounds any listener in the profundity of not only this work, but the work from the lens of her heart and the heart of her daughter. Grace?
Thank you, Claire. And again, thank everybody for being here. Yeah, so my heart is in this. My heart is in it every single day. And it didn't just start when we lost her. You know, a lot of people didn't understand why we wanted to focus on mental health with her legacy. And it's because she had the courage to speak up. She had the courage to take her pain and put it to purpose. And as I take my pain of losing her, I take my love and her purpose and my purpose with her to reach as many people as we can. And if she had the courage to do that, then we all have the courage to do something about this. We need to check in with our neighbors. We need to check in with our coworkers again and again and again. I have so much passion for this. I have so much heartache for this, and I have so much love for this. But what is really important are the people out there who are really, really trying their best every single day. They are trying so hard. And there's two individuals we are about to show a video who I'm incredibly proud of. The courage and the bravery that it took for them to sit down with me and share a little bit of their story is inspiring, it's profound, and we will all grow from watching these two videos. My dear, dear friend Ross and my dear, dear friend Haley, I cannot wait for you to listen to this.
Health. So I thought this was a great subject to bring up because I think it's a subject that a lot of people try to shy away from. And we talk at the foundation a lot about, you know, stigma of mental health. Well, this is part of the stigma, right? And this is part of the judgment that you put on yourself and that you're worried that other people put on you. Right. So I'll just put this disclaimer out there right now that you were a beautiful, wonderful, awesome friend to Cameron, and she loved you dearly. And I know it was hard. I know it was difficult. So I just would love for you to share with us a little bit about what you've learned through watching a friend struggle, maybe some insights you might be able to give advice to somebody that might be in high school going through some of the same things.
Yeah, I can honestly start with my story with Cameron, which the hard thing about it is we were so young. And so everything that CKG Foundation is doing now was so unfamiliar, and there was still is a stigma around mental health, but even more so. And I think that was the hardest part is I wasn't struggling like Cameron was. And at first, when I first joined Nova, that's how we became friends. And she was amazing to me, always was, always. But then I started to see once we got closer that she was really struggling, and I did not know how to go about it because I had no idea what she was going through. And I think one of the biggest things after, you know, talking with my parents about how I can be a friend to her when I have no idea what she's going through or why sometimes she's sad, and to other people it might seem like there's not a reason that she's upset. And I think one of the best pieces of advice I got when I was so young in the first place, but now I've carried into my life now, is just be there for them. Don't try to change how they are. If they're going to be upset with you, sometimes things happen and they're upset for not many, like a reason that you might not see, but just being there for them and not reacting in a way that, I guess, if you were in the same situation, you wouldn't want to be treated a certain way and judged for feeling sad when nobody understands why. Right. And
health.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel, you know, when I was at my lowest place that I've ever been, looking at all the things in my life that I felt were collapsing around me, my school, my schoolwork, my friendships, my relationship with my girlfriend, who now is my wife, all of it I felt was collapsing due to this this thing that was inside of me that I didn't know what it was, that I didn't know how to deal with. And I didn't know what to do. And so I looked down at my arm and saw the green band that I got at a 5K from one of my fraternity brothers. And I said, well, I think they might know what to do. And so I remember calling Andrew and then calling you, and it changed my life. I was able to find the help that I needed and get through it and save, again, I save everything. My own life, including, you know, and so that's why, you know, it's hard to talk about without getting emotional, because Cameron changed everything for me. And I don't think I would be where I am in the state that I am without her and the legacy that she's left behind.
Well, that personally means a ton to me. But what I also see is you know, Cameron took her pain and put it to purpose. And that's what you're doing. You know, everybody in life has pain. Every single one of us has pain. And you took your pain and you have put it to purpose. And you have really helped so many people out there, more people than you realize. And I know you will continue to help more and more people. And it's because of you talking to people and having these conversations, we are going to be in a better place with this mental health crisis that's really happening in our world today. And sometimes when we say the word crisis, we all want to shy away from it and think it's too big. But you know what? Every little step matters. Every conversation matters. Every single thing you do matters, and you matter. And thank you so much. I wish I could jump through the screen and give you a big hug and go give Bess a big hug. And soon we will going to see each other live and in person and have a nice toast together. But
It did. I feel.
well, cheers everyone. And thank you so much for joining us on this virtual happy hour. Thank you for helping us to shine a light on mental health. And thank you for making mental health a priority. I hope you learned something. I hope you got inspired. And I hope you're proud of the work that the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation is doing. I just have one question for you before we leave tonight. Will you help us fight the good fight? We need you. We need your support. All of our programs are free. To any school, any organization, we will meet kids where they are. We want to give them these tools so that they can go and they can live their life in the healthiest, best way that is perfect for their environment. They deserve it. They need to know they matter. Every life matters. $40 will give one student access to one of our toolkits. That one student matters. All the work in the world, all the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into this important work is worth that one student. Can you help us? Have a great night. Cheers. So what I'd like to do now is if we could all raise a glass to Haley and Ross for their incredible bravery, their incredible heart, and all that they do with their pain. Cheers to Haley and Ross.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, Grace. And what a wonderful collection of voice and message and mission, and those voices, and always yours. So this evening is coming quickly to a close, not quite a full happy hour. So please spend the next 15 minutes on your own getting real happy, whatever that means for you. But we did want to make this as brief as we could, but as complete as we could. In another setting, we'll be able to open up to more of a social kind of sharing time with us all. In order to keep sort of the technology piece clear, we'll do that a different day. But from the bottom of my heart and from our team, I couldn't thank you enough. I thank my niece Cameron I thank this mission, and I thank Haley and Ross so much for their message. Missy, a parting word or two?
I just want to say a big thank you to Cameron. She's inspired me for the last 6 years that I've been with the foundation. It is truly my honor to be here with you all this evening and sharing these important words. And I just encourage you all to keep fighting the good fight with us. And for every single child out there, keep fighting the good fight.
Cheers.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Our happy hour is officially complete for now.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy
Bye,
Mother's
everybody.
Day to everyone.
Thank you.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too, Tyler.
Hi. I think I'm
Take care,
starting to get a
Daddy.
fever from the second vaccine now.
Oh, hush, she's fine.
That doesn't believe me.
It's going to be great.
Make me
It's going to
go
be
run
great.
or something.
Yeah, we're going for a run. It'll be all right.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye, Dan.
Bye.
Bye.